Good morning! Good morning! Good morning! How are you?
Morning.
Oh, come on, you guys. We gotta get the energy up in this room. It's cold in here. Anyway, my name is Debbie Dobbins. My name is Debbie Dobbins. Coach, and it's mind over matter. Your mind does not matter what you think. That is what you will do. You can't change anybody but yourself. For those of us that have tried and failed, we know you can't change anybody else. What you can do is inspire people, you can coach them, you can motivate them. And I'm going to give you all the tools that you could possibly need to do that. The only thing is that if I give you tools, if I give you a hammer and say, hammer in this nail, but you don't do it, I've still given you the tools. It's up to you whether you take the tools. And don't be confused with how simple the tools are. The tools that I will give you are actually, some of you may think, well, I've already heard that. Oh, but you're not doing it. And as we practice, you have an opportunity to say, I'm going to change that, or I'm going to keep doing it. The difference between having a tool and using a tool is we're going to take some action today and practice. If you keep doing the same thing that you've been doing up until you walked in the door today, you will get exactly the same results that you have. And as we practice, you have an opportunity to say, I'm going to change that, or I'm going to keep doing it over. As we go through the day, I'll keep coming back. Because you cannot motivate or inspire anyone if you have no idea who they are. I need to know about who you are. What makes you tick? What are your values? So we're going to play today. You all want to have fun, right? Fun. We're going to have some fun. I don't do anything unless it's fun. Have some fun while we're learning. But also just fun. Even if you're watching a stand-up comedian, your participation is laughter. So you have to do something. I'm going to ask that you participate today. Who it is that you're playing. Play. Fun here today. We'll have a really great time today. You can start now. So what I'd like for you all to say to yourself is, I am a leader. Okay, we're going to have to get a little more enthusiastic. I am a leader. I am a leader. Louder. I am a leader. You are a leader. And when you forget, tell somebody else. Because that's how we do it. Everything that I will have you do today, even though it's fun and it appears to be a game, it's basically until you make it. Because if you didn't walk in here knowing that you're a leader, then just tell yourself for today that you are a leader. So can we agree on that? I am a leader? Okay. So what we're going to talk about today are leadership skills. There is a definition out there of insanity, like if you always do what you've always done, don't expect different results. Insanity is keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting something else. Does that make sense? No, we keep doing the first thing you do when you want to learn how to do something is decide that you're already it. Look at this from the perspective of anybody that's ever played sports knows that good sports athletes determine where the ball's going to go. They're not looking at where the ball is now. So today I'm going to ask that we all think, to begin with, that coaching and team building is a leadership skill. What I would like to do right now is have us all determine that we're going to learn how to be a leadership skills, which then allows them following you. They're probably going to be following you in the direction that you want to go. Okay, now what I'd like for you all to do is agree that we're going to help everybody else in the room become a better leader. So what I would like for you to do is turn to the person next to you and say, you are a leader, and give them a high five. You are a leader. What's really critical about having a team is knowing who's on your team. What I want to do is replicate what's actually going on in the real world. So that we can get a fun thing out of it, but not be like when you have companies, it's really critical if you want to build a team is that you know who you're working with. And in that vein, I can't tell you how important it is to get out of your box. Because if you don't get out of your box and your comfort zone, you're not going to change any of the behavior that you have right now. Play. How would you inspire somebody if you don't know anything about it? Inspire people in your organization to excel. You cannot motivate or inspire anyone if you have no idea who they are. I need to know about who you are. What makes you tick? What are your values? People that work for us in that same way, then we can motivate and inspire them. Team. It's important to know what to motivate. Team building is all about inspiring and motivating somebody. Because right now, how many of you are here because you'd like to get your staff at a higher level? There are certain mechanical tools that you can use in order to accomplish that. We're all driven by the same criteria. Values that drive us are the same for you as they are for everybody else. The tools that I will give you today, we will build it in an organized way so it's layered, and by the time we're done, oh, that seems really simple. Don't be fooled by the simplicity. Simplicity is where the real truth comes in, and a lot of times people overlook that. It's simplistic and it's elegant. I can give you all these tools, but if you don't do anything with them, they're not a whole lot of good. Instead of learning Spanish, I've been watching this advertisement for Rosetta Stone. Learn how to speak Spanish. And boy, oh boy, as long as I looked at that ad, nothing happened. I didn't get any closer to, passing all that audio. And I'm actually, so now, because I'm gonna actually take some action, then something's gonna happen. That's probably about 10 minutes now. I'll give them to you later if you like. You can't change anything unless you take some action. I can give you all the information. I can give you a lot of tools. But if you don't do anything about it, how many of you are willing to take some action today? The people that are working for us. Everybody that can do passport did not get a color. Guess what the color means? What do you think? Oh, you're not managers or writers or notes. Everything in life is try to look good. Try. integrate all of this. You can't integrate that if you're constantly learn a lot from crayons. Some are sharp, some are pretty, some are dull, some are weird names, and all are different colors, but they all exist very nicely in the same box. So criteria and acknowledge that you have diversity in your organization. If we don't get to know the people that work for us in that same way, then we can't motivate and inspire them. But what I want to ask you to do is that you pay attention to what your behavior is, not everybody else's. Because here's what is important.